Greetings, this is Ian Cooper. I am the designer of Ascending Empires Zenith edition, and I want to take you through a quick overview and playthrough of the solo game. I'm not going to explain the core rules of Ascending Empires, which you do need to know to play this game, but this will give you an idea of how the solo game plays, and I'm not sure I'm going to play all the way through, but we'll see how it goes. So the game is first set up as a 4-player game, as per the normal 4-player setup, and then every scenario is going to modify that setup slightly. So that we're playing the first scenario. So we're going to remove the discovery tokens from the 4 center planets, and if there's ever two of the same kind, we'll put a robot on one of them. Okay, so that's our initial setup. Our goal for the and there are the other player warp gates on this board, but in a solo game, they're just used to block off these spaces. They are considered inert. There is a scenario that does use these warp gates, but I think that's maybe scenario 5, 4 or 5. I can't remember. So first thing you do on your turn is draw a robot card or invasion card. This is the invasion deck, and these are warship cards. And the invasion deck doesn't start with any warship cards, but they will be added to this deck as we play. So first thing we do, we draw a card. Coincidentally, this is the escalation card. This is what adds a warship card to the discard pile. So in this case, that's what the robots are doing this turn. They're just making their deck a little bit better. So we'll have to deal with this card later. I'll explain what that does when it comes out. So that was its turn. So I'm going to take a normal turn. I'm going to start out by flicking. So what I'm trying to do in this scenario is I will win immediately if I have 5 energy, and it can be spent or unspent, but I need to have 5 energy, so I'm going to be focusing on building some star bases and cities to get that energy. Also, I need to have 1 research facility in every single quadrant of the board, and those research facilities need to be on different colored planets. So essentially, I'm going to need to have a research cube on each of the 4 different types of technology. In the solo game, we don't use the normal technologies from. In the normal game, we use these special cards that represent levels 1 and 2 of technology for the 4 colors. That's so that these technologies can be geared specifically towards solo play. Alright, so that was my first flick. I flicked and I discovered a relic. I'm going to flick again and try and discover another. And I will, I'll just stay in my home quadrant right this second. So my next flick, that's great. I could continue flicking if I used energy. I think I will, actually. So I'm going to use 1 energy to move this guy over here. That cost me 1 energy to do, and I'll explain why I did that as we go. So that's my whole turn. Oh, okay. It's bad news for me. So basically flipping over this card, this indicates the planet that robots are attacking or going for. So in this case, they are going for the planet color that matches the planet I just discovered. So they're going to, because it's not occupied, they're going to land on it. And because robots are so much more powerful than us, they just blow us up, and we go right back to our uh, dashboard. So that was really bad. I don't think it could have been much worse, but we can deal with it. So I want to make up as much time as I can on that. That costs me a little bit of time. So what I'm going to do, well, actually I don't have any energy. I'm going to go ahead and just spend my turn doing a deploy action. And that's basically all I can do. So back to its turn. Okay, so now it's looking for an orange planet. So we're going to put a robot on an orange planet. And that's its whole turn. I am going to I'm going to go ahead and just take a normal move. Try and get over into this planet, take it back over. Okay. So end of my turn. Attacks happen. I destroy this robot. Goodbye. And that's it. So back to it. So that happens at the end of my turn, so I couldn't land on the planet, by the way. Combat happens at the very end of whatever you're doing. So here we're looking for a gray planet. We're going to just put out a robot on this gray planet. That is the only gray planet. Actually, correction. So here is another gray planet that already has a robot. So robots want to group up when possible. So if there's already a planet with robots, they will go there. They're trying to build up their forces, and it also makes the planets harder to attack. So each robot has a defense of 1, so now this planet has a defense of 2. That would take 3 of my starships in orbit of this planet to knock these, to destroy these robots and put them back into the supply. So first thing, now it's my turn. I'm going to build a starbase. I really need to be able to deal with these robots. So building a starbase, that's going to give me an energy and refresh my energy, and it's going to give me a new starship. So now I have 3 starships, which is great because here I have a relic that allows me to deploy 4 starships. But we'll see. Okay, so that was my whole turn. Back to it. It goes on purple. So one of the ways that you can lose, 2 ways you can lose the game, is if you have to place a robot or a warship and there are none left in the supply. That will cause you to lose the game. So that was it. Alright, I'm going to deploy again. I'm just going to do a normal deploy, but I'm going to boost my action by spending an energy to put out 3. And that's it. Okay. This card is Drone Scouts. We don't have any warships in play right now, so it's not going to do anything to us, but for each warship that is on the star map, we will have to reveal a new planet and place a robot on it unless we want to spend energy to cancel out that effect. So right now we don't have to worry about it. So that was its turn. Back to me. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I think I want to try and get another starbase out, except I don't want it to be in my quadrant. I want to try and get it onto a planet in another quadrant because I think it's a really good idea to have starbases around planets where I'm building up research facilities. So, because research facilities have no defense, it's a good idea to protect them. So, I'm taking a move action, so during my move action I can take any number of operations, which are free actions. One operation you can take is just to reposition. So I'm going to reposition my, well, you can reposition a starship that's in orbit of a planet. So I'm in orbit of this planet, so I can put it anywhere I want. So it's useful because I can get it out of the way of this this next flick I'm about to do. Oh no. Alright, I didn't do it. I think I'm going to spend another energy just to get there. Energy is a good way to kind of do some flick mitigation. So there is my turn. Now it's back to it. So green. So the only planet it can go to is there. Excuse me. My turn. I'm going to just build a starbase. Done. Well, let me adjust my energy. I get an energy and a refresh energy, and I get a starship. Now I have total 4 starships. That's great. So back to its turn. There are no cards left in the invasion deck, so we just reshuffle and draw a new card. Alright, so a warship comes out. So placing a warship, we're going to place it in any quadrant we want. I think I'll put it over here because that's easier for me to deal with. And also, this is really bad news for me. It's going to put 2 robots in orbit of a planet that I occupy. It's also going to destroy all starships if I had starships in orbit. So that's horrible news. Excuse me. That's going to blow up one of my my starbases. So I think, which one do I want? It would go to the one with the lowest defense. In this case, they're equal, so I choose. This one's a little easier for me to get back. So I think I'm just going to do that. So basically what happens is the robots go in orbit, and then they check for an attack. So they have a strength of 2 total to my 1 defense for the starbase. So that exceeds it. So my starbase goes away, and the attack was successful, so they land on the planet. So that's its turn. That was really not great. So here, just another robot goes on this green planet. We're getting close to being in trouble. So I really need to start focusing on dealing with these guys. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a relic. So this allows me to deploy up to 4 ships. I already have one out, but that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just put all my starships, here. Actually, I could deploy some there. So this allows you to deploy to any planets you occupy. So I do occupy this planet over here. Also my warp gate, which always counts as something I can always deploy starships to. So in this case, I think I'm going to, yeah, I'll do this. Put 2 there and 2 here. Now I'm going to boost my interact action, and I'm going to use this. So this relic gives me 2 flicks that can't be boosted, but it gives me a +1 to the attack, to an attack, 1 single attack at the end of my turn. So as long as I don't screw this up, I should be able to flick these right there and there. Okay. So this planet has a defense of 2, but with my +1 from the relic, I now have a attack strength of 3. So these guys get blown up, which is great. And yeah, I may rebuild a starbase maybe. Okay, that was my turn. Another robot on purple. This is really bad. Oh, and one thing I would have done when I moved, because you can perform operations, by the way, I would have landed these starships. I want to get these starships on that planet. So I would have done that last turn. When I flicked. I couldn't land these guys because these guys had to be in orbit to attack. And because attacking happens at the end of your turn, after you've attacked you can't do anything, so these guys would have to remain in orbit. But that's okay, because for my turn I'm actually going to just build another starbase. You know, I need to have 5 energy, and so to win this scenario, so eventually I'm going to need it anyway. Plus it is going to help me destroy some robots and warships. So this escalation card adds another warship card to the discard pile, so I'll have to deal with that later. I have no, so this is unfortunate, I have no ships, nothing out, so I just need to do some deploying. So I think I'm gonna have no. So deploying 2. So if I want to deploy all 5, I could. The 2 are free. These would cost me 1 energy each. I'm kind of thinking about doing that. Sure. Okay. So that was my whole turn. I just launched a whole bunch of ships. Okay, so it's going after my blue planet again. It's a little dumb. It doesn't realize that there is an armada there ready, waiting for it. Doesn't attack me yet because it would need a second robot to go there to attack me. So I've got time to respond. So I think I'm going to respond. So in order, I want to land on this planet right now. So in order to do that, I think what I need to do is ram. So I'm going to perform a ram. Bam, I hit the robot. That's going to return my, destroys my ship, but also returns a robot. But I can keep moving now because a ram is just an operation. Doesn't end my turn or anything. So I'm going to move there. That's my second flick. And I'm going to land there. I think, so is a second flick. I think I really need to, I want to try and get a relic, because relics can really help me. Oh, that's a great one. I'll explain what that one does in a minute, but I don't think I want to land that guy, and that did cost me an energy, so I'm out of energy. Alright, back to it. On a gray planet, so it, oh great, it's gonna go here because it's available, and it's gonna blow the starship up. That's not awesome, but it is what it is. There is a technology that would allow me to deal with that issue. Pink technology says if I have starships that would be destroyed because of a robot placement, I can flick them instead of, I can basically run away instead of being destroyed. So that would be useful. So back to me. I think at this point I need to start. I'm going to go ahead and build a research facility. And when you build a research facility on a blue planet, you get to terraform that planet, meaning you get to change its color. Uses up one of these terraform tokens. There's only 4 of them, so there's 1 of each color. So now that I've terraformed using purple, I can't choose purple again if I terraform again. But that does give me that tech, so now I can deploy starships to planets with my starbases. So that's going to be really useful. Okay, its turn. Orange, it's going to just add that there. I'm going to build another research facility. I've not updated this TTS mod yet. Gray in this version is corresponds to pink. So I now have that pink tech. So if I get attacked by, if my starships would get blown up, I can avoid that. I can flick them instead of just letting them get blown up. So that was it. Back to its turn. Okay, drone scouts. So now I'm basically going to, for every warship out, I'm going to have to reveal a planet. I'll just reveal this planet. Let's put these in here. So I revealed that planet, and that also requires me to put a robot on it. I really need to kill some robots. I think I will. Alright, I think I'm going to actually flick. I know it's getting close with robots, but as long as they don't get destroyed in this next turn, I think I might be able to pull it around. So I'm going to flick over here and land on this planet, and then I'm going to actually, you know, I'm not going to do that. I take that back. I'm going to instead of doing that, I'm just going to use this relic. This relic's awesome. It lets me teleport a troop to a planet that I occupy or have a starship in orbit of, and then I can do a build action. So I'm going to put a troop on here, So there's my troop, and then I'm going to perform a build, and it could be wherever I want, but I do actually want to do it on this planet, so I'm going to turn that troop into a research facility, giving me 2nd level purple, which is going to be really useful in a minute. Okay, back to its turn. Depending on what it gets, I suppose it's possible. No, I don't think it's possible that I could destroy me, but at least not right this second. So that was an escalation, so it just puts that was really pretty good. I'm happy for that. Okay, so I really need to get my energy back. It's going to be really hard for me to do much without energy. There's some ways to do it, but I just can't do it right now. So I'm going to use my new purple technology. So I'm going to deploy, and I can deploy starships now to planets where I have star bases. So I'm going to deploy 2, and in addition to deploying my technology, 2nd level says when you deploy a starship, you may flick it once, which is really useful. So that's going to get me 2 ships out. So I think what I need to do is just try and deal with some robots really quickly. So the reason I did it this way is because it allows me to get some more starships out and do an attack at the same time. So more starships out is better. Okay, that was awesome. So into my turn, this guy goes back to the supply, and that was my turn. Okay, this is not great, but it is what it is. So it's puts out a warship, and now it wants to put 2 robots in orbit of a planet that I occupy. It's going to choose the planet with the lowest defense. This is just not great. It's going to go here, and because these are both research facilities, they have a 0 defense. This has a 1 defense. So this whole planet has a 1 defense. So that blows up everything. And these guys just go on there. Not good. I think I'm going to lose. Because there's 1 robot left. I'm going to build a starbase here. Oh, wrong thing. Build a starbase. That's going to give me my 5th energy. So now I have enough energy to win the game. I just need 5. And I have all my starships out, which is awesome. So when your starbases get blown up, you don't lose the energy or anything like that, and you don't lose the starships. So even though I have 2 here, that's because 2 have been destroyed, but I have, over the course of the game, built 4 total. So yeah. So anyway, that's my turn. Let's see what it does. It's putting the last robot. This does not end the game yet. The game will end if it has to place robots and there are none in the supply. So I'm going to try and deal with that right now. So I now have a bunch of energy. I have 5 energy, and I have this technology that lets me deploy and flick. So I think what I'm going to do, it is possible for me to, I could deploy, it would take 4 ships. So I think I'm going to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and it's going to cost me 2 energy, so I'm going to go ahead and spend that energy right now. So, because I'm deploying 2 ships that are free and then 2 more ships. So each one of those additional ships is going to cost energy. So, and all my starships are out. I have 6 total. So with my 2nd level purple tech, which is really kind of awesome, I get to flick each one of these once. So I'm just going to go ahead and try and flick all 4 of these into orbit. Okay. So end of my turn. All 3 of these robots are going back into the supply. So there were 3 robots on that planet. So unfortunately, what that is going to do is it does blow up the planet. The battle is so extreme that it pretty much destroys the entire planet. But at the same time, I got 3 robots back into play, and I got a lot of starships out. So yeah, we'll see what I can do from here. I might be able to turn it around. So okay, this is good news. It's looking for a blue planet. There are no blue planets. So let's go ahead and reveal a planet. Nothing comes out. It's basically just exploring. So now it's back to me. I could continue going on the attack, and I think I will. I think I'm going to attack a warship. I think doing this is going to be really important. So I'm going to do some flicks. So my 2 flicks for free. So that's within range. That's within range, and then this one's going to cost me a energy to do. So I can tell all 3 of these are within short range. So let me spend my energy. So warships, blowing up warships, really good. When you blow up a warship, it's going to delay. It's basically going to slow the robot down a little bit. They basically skip their next robot card draw step, and it gives me a couple other things. It also lets me refresh to energy, which is super useful, and it gives me a relic. So there's some, as these relics have been being removed from the board, they get put into this bag, and that one's not applicable. So that's great. This one is moved to and has a +1 attack. The other one was an event, which would be something that would only occur when as soon as the planet is first discovered. So in this case, that's why it's not applicable. So that was my turn. It goes to its turn. It skips its draw stage, so we'll just basically put this here to remind us, and then remove it to show that it's next turn it will draw. So yeah, I need to get some more research facilities. So I need to rebuild a research facility. Right, currently I only have one research facility on the board, and I need 4. So let's go ahead, and we want to do this in a way that also manages the I could go after another star warship if I wanted, kind of continue slowing down the game, or slowing down the enemy. I think instead I'm going to do some flicking. I'm going to go after this planet, because I do even... Oh, that happens. So that's my 2 flicks. So third flick, that costs me in energy. And I could continue flicking, and yeah, I need to. I will. I'm going to spend 1 more energy to flick this ship 1 more time, because I really need to have 3 ships in orbit. And I could probably, if I wanted to, do some more, flick these other ships, but I think I want to save that energy. So yeah, these are going to go away. That's the end of my turn. Let's see what robot does. Yeah, this is all. Oh, so so what it's going to do here? It could go here or here. It's going to choose to go right back over here. It's going to blow me up because it gets to land on a planet, which is what it ultimately wants to do. And the bonus is it gets to blow up a bunch of my weak little starships. So I guess the robots basically carry nukes. So when they land, as they're landing, they just launch a bunch of missiles, bunch of nukes that blow everything up. Oh, I take that back. I have the pink technology, which is super awesome. Okay, I love this. This is great. So when 1 or more of my ships would be I get to flick all my ships that would be destroyed once each. So that's awesome. So it won't cause an attack because this is not my turn. This is just a free thing. I could position them, but I don't think I'm going to. I think actually what I want to do is I really want to go for some relics. So let's go ahead and get some relics. Okay, so this is awesome too. This is an event. It gives me a refresh or a troop that I can put out somewhere. I think I'm just going to take the energy. And then this is a alien artifact floating in space, so I can spend an operation, or not spend an operation, but take an operation to just flick again for free. So I will do that. And then that'll let me discover another planet. That is super awesome. Remember, this is not even my move. This is free. This is just me getting some free flicks. But whenever you take movement flicks, basically you get to do operations, unless otherwise stated. But yeah. So, that was not great. I'll go again. Okay. That's super awesome. I think because these operations are free, I'm just going to land. Okay, so that was its turn. I got to do a bunch of stuff on its turn. Super useful. So I'm going to take advantage. So there's 4 cards left, so I'm going to take advantage of the fact that blue's already come out. So I'm going to turn, on my turn, I'm going to turn this into a research facility, and I need, I'm going to go for orange this time. Because orange, when I attack robot planets, it's going to let me refresh energy, so that's going to be real useful. So I've done that. That was its turn, or my turn. Now it's back to its turn. Okay, so that might not be great. So this is going to put a robot at my occupied planets. It's going to go for planets with the lowest defense. Man, that's a pain. Basically, it's going to blow me up there. And there's some other ones that are all tied, so I think I can choose which one it goes to. I'll just put it here because I have a ship waiting to deal with it. So I think that's good. Back to me. Man, all I need to do is get some research facilities, and I can win this thing. So this is really, really like close. It's going to get hard though, because dealing with I mean, there's only 2 robots in the supply, so it could start blowing me up pretty easy. Well, it could end very easily by putting out these 2 robots. So I think, yeah, let me look at these. See what I can do. And what's come out. So there's 3 cards left. So there's going to be a green card and a purple card out, and then I think the drone scouts card. So I have to think about that. So I could do some attacking. I might want to destroy either one of these warships, which gives me some more energy, kind of slows things down and gives me another relic, but I also kind of need to deal with the robots. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and do some normal flicking, actually. So yeah, I really need to get rid of one of these. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this relic, which is going to give me 2 flicks, and it's going to give me a +1 attack. So I think that's going to be good for me if I can make the flick. So I'm going to kind of go over there and over there. Oh no! I did not make the flick. That's really horrible. Because nothing happens. That's a wasted artifact. You know what? I'm gonna boost my interact action and spin this other one. So that's really kind of crappy, but I just don't want to have my turn be completely wasted. So that's going to blow these guys up. I have this technology now, orange, which lets me refresh 1 energy when I attack a planet with at least 1 robot, which I just did, so I get an energy back, which is awesome. And that's it. Its turn. So a gray planet. So yep, there's a gray planet here. It's going to do this thing that really stinks. Oh, I keep forgetting. I have that technology now. So actually, that's really not bad at all. In fact, let's see. I could use that to land and get a, which I think I will. I think I'm going to. So this guy is going to get to flick, and then because I'm in orbit of a alien artifact, I will flick again for free. Discover that that relic, and then I will land on that one. And then this one, I get to flick this guy. Yeah, I think I'll just flick again for a relic, because as you've seen, relics are pretty awesome. Okay. And I might go ahead and just land on this one, because I am going to want a green research facility. Okay. So back to its turn. Oh no, that was its turn. I got those flicks for free because it attacked me. Now I'm going to do something. I think so since I've only got 1 research facility out, but I'm kind of poised to have more. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to use this relic to place a troop and then do a build. So I'm going to do that here. So I'll put another troop out here and then turn that troop into a facility. So that's going to give me green tech, super useful. End of my turn, you may spend 1 energy to place 1 troop on any face-up planet that is not occupied by robots. So yeah, so I've got a research facility over there. I think end of my turn I will do that right now. I'm going to spend an energy, and that's going to let me put a troop out on any planet not occupied by robots. So now let me, oh no, I don't have any troops left. Okay, never mind. Let me get that energy back. Okay, it's a great tech. I just don't have any troops left. So back to its turn. Okay, so it's going to drone scout. I think I'm going to spend 2 energy and just negate that entire card. Because optionally, basically I have to put out 1 troop for every warship on the board, and I have 2 warships on the board. But I can also neutralize the effects by spending energy for each warship. So 2 energy lets me negate that whole effect, that whole card. So now I need to have, I could do it over here, but I'm afraid that there's only 1 card left here, and if I draw this card soon, at some point, or draw one of these cards that attacks planets, it'll blow me up. So this, I think I need to be smarter. I think I can do this. I'm going to do a deploy 4. So with those relics allow you to bypass. Oh, I don't want to do that. Bypass blockades. So I'm just going to put 2 ships in orbit there, and at the end of my turn, it's going to blow those guys up, and then I'm going to put 2 ships over here, and that's going to be my turn. That blows this guy up. We'll see what happens. A green planet. Okay, so all that happens is this robot goes on this green planet. Now it's back to me. I can risk it and just build a research facility, and I think actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to land. I'm going to do a move, so I'm going to land troop here. Oh, great. I don't have troops. That's awful. I got to get some troops back. How do I do that? Troop there, troop there, troop there, troop there. I guess I could turn one of these guys into an outpost. Maybe I'll do that. I'm going to turn this guy into an outpost that way. Yeah, I hate doing that, but it's going to be very close. I didn't actually intend to do an entire game, but since I'm already so close, might as well, I guess. So purple comes out because there's a planet that have robots, so it wants to go where there's already robots. Back to me. I will do a land action. I get these guys. I get this guy on there, and yeah, that'll work. Not great, but that's my whole turn because I don't have enough troops. I haven't built any cities. I should maybe have built a city. Would have been better, but whatever. I'm going to, this is a drone scouts card, so I'm going to spend 1 energy to go ahead and prevent one of those from happening. This guy comes out, back to me. I will, man, so if this guy, if I have to place robots and I can't, I'm going to lose. So this is very, very close. It's very tense because I could lose right now. I think I'm going to do an attack. I'm going to go for this planet over here, because when I attack robot planets, I get to refresh some energy. So I'm doing a move. Okay, that's going to blow up this guy. That's my whole turn. Okay, awesome. That was just an escalation card. I am going to I still can't. This is so bad. I'm going to go ahead and turn this into a research facility because I have to have 4. 1 in each quadrant. So now I've got this one, and this one. Now all I need is this one. I already have purple, I don't put any more cubes on purple because I already have that tech. So it comes down to, I think, this card because, alright, so I put out a warship, and this card tells me to put a robot where there's already a robot. So we'll just do that. And then, and if I had a, I don't know if I can survive this, putting one troop out there. I guess I could actually, now I think that's probably the best I could. I mean, I suppose I could move my ships over here and land one of them, but I don't know if that's going to do anything. Because if this planet was to get attacked, it would just move my ships. I mean, that would be kind of useful, but not. We'll see. So let's see what this card is. Okay, so it wants to go to an orange. There is, this orange planet right here with robots already. So now I'm building my last facility, and I'm going to make this facility. So what do I have? I have purple, gray, green. So I need purple, gray, green. I need orange. Oh, okay, so I just realized I just completely screwed up because the terraform token for orange is already removed. So what I should have done, I'm gonna just it's hard to do this and talk and do this at the same time. So I'm gonna just say I had come over here instead. And because I think I could have done this, so anyway, I should have looked and realized that orange was no longer an option for terraforming, but there was this orange here. I would have just come over here and got that, or I could have, well, that would have been the best thing. So anyway, with that, I now have a research facility on purple, gray, green, and orange, and each one is in a different quadrant. And I have 5 energy, so that ends the game, and I would win. Had one little mess up, but other than that, yeah, that was a tense and very close game. There are 6 scenarios. Each scenario has a very different winning condition. You're going to be doing different things. Some of them will have you picking up settlers. Basically, we'll use troops of a different player color, and you'll pick them up and you'll try and rescue them. Some scenarios will have you finding megastructures and taking control of them. There's a whole lot of different things that you're doing, and they also get progressively harder. However, every scenario, as the difficulty ramps up, scenarios also give you scenario bonuses. So you might start out a scenario with some technology, or start out a scenario with a starbase out, or whatever it is. There are some bonuses. So even though the scenarios get more difficult, it is also assuming that you are getting better as well. with technology, you're kind of leveling up. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that playthrough, and yeah, I hope you like the game, enjoy the game, and talk to you again sometime in the future, probably. Bye.